Besides carrying around a vial of blood for whenever hunger struck, my life didn't change after the bite. I didn't need to hide from the sun, I wasn't preying on people at every waking second, and I was still able to wear my chain with the cross pendant. I worked at the diner from open to close, to afford to pay rent for my apartment that doubles as a roach motel. At home, I read books until I fell asleep. I was lonely. Nothing was lavish about my life like the vampires in the movies. I waited and waited for Xavion to sweep me off my feet. I was waiting to change the world as he promised me. One night, after the diner had closed, I had just finished cleaning the tables, and the cook was cleaning the grill. A flash of blue light illuminated the diner. I saw the shadows of 4 women getting out of a car. The last person that came to the diner after hours turned me into a vampire. I knew they weren't human when they walked through the locked door. They came straight to the counter. I got a good look at them. They had the darkest hair and eyes. They wore heavy makeup and looked like something from an 80s rock band. They weren't from the neighborhood. One of the women asked if I was the new one. If she meant new waitress and new vampire, then yes, I was the new one. Another jumped over the counter and stood so close to me, I thought she was going to try to kiss me. She nestled her head between my neck and shoulder, sniffed me, and declared I smelled new. I didn't feel they were vamps like me, but I knew they were trouble. The cook watched everything from behind the grill. The other 3 women jumped over the counter and proceeded to tug at my clothes and my braids. They opened their mouths, and long thin tongues with splits in the middle shot out of them. They licked me, and I was disgusted. I didn't even try to escape them because I couldn't believe I watched their eyes turn yellow and their skin turn to green and scaly before turning into humans again. I didn't understand what was going on. The door of the diner swung open. The women/reptiles stopped tugging at my clothes and hair. No words were spoken, they knew what to do at the sight of Xavion. They walked out of the diner and drove off in their car. I was in utter shock. I looked at the cook, and he didn't seem fazed by any of it. I ran into Xavion's arms. I waited for you. He led me out of the diner and into his sports car. We drove off the interstate that led to a dark, secluded road. Eventually, we stopped at a huge iron-wrought gate. In the distance, there was a dark, foreboding mansion. I felt I was about to move into a new chapter in my life. I was ready for it.